Hello, hi, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Heather Corinne, and today we're going to be crocheting this Frankenstein coffee sleeve. I have a list of materials and stitches we'll be using in the description box below, as well as a link to my blog post where I've typed this pattern out for you. So let's get to it. But first, if you haven't already, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my next project. We're going to begin with purple worsted weight yarn and a size G or 6mm crochet hook. We're going to do 35 chain stitches. This pattern is designed to fit a standard reusable Starbucks mug, so chaining 35 is what I've decided fits perfectly around this mug. If you have a different mug, all you need to do is adjust how many chain stitches, and then the rest of the pattern will be increased or decreased by that amount of stitches as well. So for the first 4 rows, we're going to single crochet in each stitch across, chain 1, and turn the work around. So rows 1 through 4 single crochet in every stitch. On the last stitch of the 4th row, we're going to switch to green. So on the very last stitch, you're going to yarn over and you'll have 2 loops on your hook, and then you're going to pull through those 2 loops with your new color. This is my favorite way to switch colors. I'm going to pull that purple working yarn down so it's tight, and then we're going to do a chain 1 with the new color, turn the work around, and put a couple of our single crochets in before we tie off that end of the old color and keep working with the new. We want to tie off with a decently long purple tail because we're going to use the tail to stitch it together at the end. So once I've cut that purple tail off, I'm just going to double knot it to the beginning of that green so that it secures it in there. Now we'll pick back up and continue single crocheting across. This is going to be the 5th row, so the 5th through the 13th rows are going to be single crochet just like the first 4, but this time it will be with green. On the last stitch of the 13th row, we're going to yarn over, pull through, have 2 loops on the hook, and then we're going to put black on the hook and pull through both of those loops. Then we're going to pull the green working yarn down tight and chain 1 with black. Then we'll turn the work around and put the first couple of single crochet into row 14 before tying off with a long green tail and just double knotting that with the beginning of our black. To create his hair on this row, we're going to do 3 single crochet, followed by a single crochet drop stitch. So this is our third single crochet, and on the drop stitch, instead of going into the stitch that you would normally go into, you go into the one right beneath it, pull through, and then pull through both, just like a regular single crochet, and that creates this sort of jagged hairline. So we're going to crochet 1, 2, 3 single crochet, followed by the drop stitch single crochet. So instead of here, we're going to go down 1, and we're just going to continue like that all the way until the end of this row, and then we'll chain 1 and turn. For our final row, row 15, we're just going to single crochet in each stitch across, so that'll be 34 stitches. After the last stitch on this row, we're going to chain 1 and cut off with a long tail, and then we're going to pull the yarn through that chain 1 stitch we just did and kind of pull it tight, which secures it from coming unraveled. To join, we're going to put both ends together with the right side facing in. There is no specific right side, it just depends on which side you like better. So the side you like better needs to go on the inside. Then we're going to use a yarn needle to stitch up the corresponding colors on the ends. It's hard to see with this black, but it's easier to see on the green that I'm just going through the stitch ends on both sides. I'm not going too far down, just the very end of the stitches, back and forth until the seal is nice and tight. As you can see here, I kind of pull it apart to see what it'll look like when it's on the mug, to see if I need to put any additional stitches anywhere. Then I'll run the yarn back down to a starting point where I can tie off in the center and the tie off knots won't be showing out of the top or bottom. Now we're just going to trim off all the excess yarn tails and we will flip it right side out. Now it's time to add our cute little eyes. I'll link these down below for you. I got them on Amazon. I want to say they were less than $10 for this entire packet. So it comes with the little eyelets. You just poke them through where you would like them, and then it comes with these little plastic brad things to secure it on the back side. In order for it to lay as flat as possible on the surface of the mug, I just took some wire cutters and snipped off the excess post on the back of the eyes. Special thanks to Keith for letting me steal things out of his toolbox to make my silly little crafts. Now we're going to use a snippet of black yarn and our yarn needle to sew on a little sideways mouth. I hope you have enjoyed creating this adorable Frankenstein coffee cozy with me today. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss my next project. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.